And Complexity have had one hell of a tournament so far, so let's see if this is a real possibility. Brokey gonna play a car. And we got Complexity applying pressure towards his position, and then Brokey just couldn't handle the peak from Grim. He's off to the races, but Elige gets the better of him in the first head-to-head, and now the attack in towards the A-bomb site as Carrigan tries to put a stop to it. Great headshot on towards Nyx, and then tries to get around the corner, but MongolZ keeps assisting Complexity, and now they're looking for the plan.
Ooh, good Molotov to delay, but Sixy, who's been so good for Complexity this event, saves his own life, clears out Frozen. Now he can sink back into the bomb site, get that planted. Nade misses the mark, Elige and Rain with a tough 2v3.
Creeping ever closer. You got JT playing out long, and the initial attention will be drawn towards Sixy and MongolZ. And Elige is still moving forward. Now the fight comes in, but MongolZ nails the headshot, and JT closes it on Rain. Complexity with the pistol. .55 on the clock. Smoke comes in as short, and Elige, he's going to have to try and deal with him pushing through it. He's got a double. He'll take the sting out of the attack here for Complexity, who will have to slow down with 3 players only left, and Frozen even making it 2. So right now, not looking like Complexity going to be able to compete in this round phase with Elige's double. But then suddenly, MongolZ gets the fight down mid, and it reopens the conversation. But Rain closes it straight away.
No, but I mean, that's a heads-up 1v1 fight that very easily could have gone in the favor of MongolZ, and then the round is on. So Grim's left with 20 seconds. Picks up the bomb, Rain is pushed in towards upper, and this has save written all over it. Grim just gonna find some safety on Catwalk. One more kill would have been great for Complexity just for the damage. Actually, Grim, I guess, trying to die before the time goes out. He wants this bomb plant. He could get it. Elige is low. He might be a little bit nervous about taking the swing. And yeah, Grim's baited him. Oh, okay, baited him into the peak, but Elige wins that regardless.
Yeah, the bullet just didn't connect to him. So Elige gets a 3K in this round.
So he's down. His kit hits the deck. One of 2 kits they had in the round, the other on Carrigan. And Elige wants to find the equalizer, but it's MongolZ again.
Damn, dude, the scout is looking so good to kick off round 4. Under 1 minute.
Elige is probably like
on 2 players. He's like, yeah.
He's like, MongolZ couldn't hit that shot when I was on the team.
Killing every one of them. Now Grim getting involved. Brokey's out of that. And this is a clean round for Complexity all of a sudden.
Yeah, a really nice round. And I think they're probably even a little bit shocked about how easy that fell into place. Nice picks from MongolZ to make it as simple as possible. Just playing together very well. And you see the tweets from Carrigan. Basics are gone to hell. So it's like, you almost feel like you can't even really talk about the more complex details and tactics because
so you get that
you know the basics are trash.
Yeah, a lot of work to be done. Currently 4-1 down, but Brokey, he's going to come through and get an opening kill here for FaZe. Frozen under the window. Vic setting up Rain to follow in. And now Complexity down to just 2 remaining members, and there's still so much time on the clock, but it won't matter because they just get picked apart as they try and slowly walk towards the B bomb site. They don't even get close. And he's got a real good spawn for long. Oh, he fumbled the movement a little bit, but he's all good.
Such a baller, he still goes for it.
Yeah, he still goes for it. Smoke's up in his face, and Carrigan making sure he doesn't cross into the open until that smoke is fully plumed. So get to the pit. Oh, Grim. I love that play from him, and Carrigan hates it. Grim just runs out long. Carrigan's not even expecting it, fumbling through his weapons, and Grim just comes out with the opening.
It's an odd timing, especially after the op shot, right? Because if you're Carrigan, you hear that op shot, and you're like, all right, he went for a pick. He didn't get it. It was way off on his timing, and now into the Molotov. Didn't expect that either. Complexity using some trickery. Timings on the smoke at long, timings on the molly at short, and they found a way in, and I don't think FaZe can contest.
No, they cannot. I love the confidence here for Complexity, some attitude with the fights they take in this round. Grim goes out long, gets that pick onto Carrigan.
So just messing with FaZe's idea of what's going to happen. Frozen gets mollied out, naded out. There's Sixy coming in, finds the op. You've still got Rain over at car. Rain misses some shots, uncharacteristic. And this hunt is so successful. Frozen desperate and can't survive. 5-2 and all the guns wiped out.
Everything gone. Goes to the side of the smoke, and speaking of that aggression, here he is. Brokey's waiting for the continued push, but Sixy doesn't give it to him. Now the peek comes in, missed shot from Brokey, and 95 damage down from Sixy. He's won the space.
And Brokey doesn't want to go back for the peak. He kind of considered it. Now he's got Elige stepping up, so maybe he wants to use that as a distraction. Sixy trying to isolate this alt peak.
Elige trying to fight short. Sixty applying pressure to him, trying to catch him, but he's still worried about that re-peek from Brokey, and eventually gets the fight. Brokey finishes it off. But a 5v4 is Complexity moving through in some of the space that 60's won for them. 40 seconds as Grim is still patient at long.
Yeah, and Kerrigan knows he's here. He's going to hold this the whole time. The AWP has even backed off to long, so keep an eye on Grim on the minimap because he needs to play this really patiently. He needs to play this late in the post plant.
He just waits and long, and he's being super patient right now, so the fights are going to come down at short first.
2 players back at Cat as well.
He's looking for his chance to strike. Back turn in front of him, but Rain still comes out on top of 2. Now Grim decides to strike out, catching Brokey. He needs to help Halzerk inside of the site. Elise just jumps up, and so Grim is stuck at long. He has a molly, but he has not got the position to deal with where the bomb is planted. And when FaZe win those short fights, they remove the post-plant setup and get back into this retake.
Yeah, I think that short fight as well is just the inexperienced Nyx taking the peek. He had JT coming to join up with him. I think he could have waited a little bit longer to make that a stronger double peek with a swing. Complexity, they've got another smoke. They can wait for the nades to be used on this initial CT spawn smoke, and now's the time. You've got no nades left if you're FaZe, and here's the hit.
Frozen at the window. Trying to peek out as this hit comes up. 25 seconds left. FaZe, the output is huge. They've got 2 kills locked in, but Halzerk and Grim coming right back, but 18 seconds. Time is the problem, and they've got to try and get into that site. Bomb down outside of the doors. Good turn back from Halzerk, but 10 seconds. Get the bomb right now, Nyx, and get that into the site.
Oh, it took him a while to find it. Good shot from Brokey. He's gone
they
down.
Went on kills instead.
Yeah, I think he would have got the plant either way. It took him a second, but I think he got there just in time. But Brokey can't survive long enough for it to even be a factor.
And the weird thing is, usually when we look at Kerrigan's career, when he has a roster move, they immediately get a buff, right? So,
yeah, I thought this FaZe team was set for like one of the strongest honeymoon periods we would have ever seen. I was like, oh, Lee's joining up with Kerrigan. These first 3 months are going to be wild.
Yeah, exactly. But you just got the wrong pieces, or not really knowing how to fit those pieces together at the moment. So tough challenge. But we'll see if they eventually figure it out. But at the moment, the CT half has been incredibly weak on Dust 2. Complexity looking for their 9th. They've got the opening kill, so that's the step in the right direction.
It is a tough challenge, but I think if you could pick an in-game leader to solve those issues, it would be Kerrigan. You know, widely considered the greatest in-game leader of all time. You could probably make arguments, you know, considering the hardware on other guys like Glaive, but one thing Kerrigan has that no other IGL has is the amount of success he's found with the amount of different teams and lineups. Waltzing into the B bomb site, and FaZe have no idea until just now. Smoke up the double doors, and Frozen and Rain are just like, guys, we thought they were coming mid, but now they're in the B bomb site. Grim still at long. He's going to have a very, very late lurk, but probably needs to get a move on right now.
There's still so many nades here for Complexity. Like, they still have lots on Nyx, lots on Halzerk, and FaZe don't have a whole lot. They've got a flash.
That molly went way too
and
deep.
They go into the site, over the top, and somehow Grim comes out on top of it to close it out. 9-3 here for Complexity. A dominant first half versus FaZe here on Dust 2.
Maybe sometimes not even working in tandem, just kind of being there together.
Well, FaZe need this pistol round. They're going to quickly head out long. Brokey's going to grab for the opening kill, but could have get the second. Fantastic work from 60 and Grim to keep the numbers even as FaZe commit with their final 3 out long side. JT behind the cars, lost his teammate, and now things are heating up for him, and he won't be able to get a follow-up kill. So Kerrigan makes sure that FaZe have the round. Nyx will try and change that fact, but it looks locked in right now for FaZe.
If he can get a quick headshot here and set himself up for a 1v2 with a ton of HP, the possibility is there. He's going to have the option on Kerrigan. There it is. Okay, 1v2. Let's get started. Nyx has been able to find great impact for this team. This would be a huge clutch.
Another head showing inside of the site. Knows where Elish is. Trying to separate them into 1v1s, but as long as FaZe just prolong these fights, he's going to run out of time.
He's going to run out of bullets. He's only got 3 shots left. Ambitious if you don't reload.
Well, goes for the reload. But yeah, time is the issue now. Great setup here at long. Nice shot, but Elish straight away, as soon as that peek comes in, nails his opportunity.
That we feel like FaZe had kind of punched above their weight. You look at the Complexity side, Falcons 2-0 victory, FURIA 2-1 victory, a very close series against G2, 1-2 loss. And you're like, okay, these guys are punching way above their weight.
Certainly a more legitimate run from Complexity so far, but not winning the pistol here in the second half could spell a little bit of disaster potentially for the rest of the half here for Complexity. They're going to allow FaZe the good start. Looks like they're about to convert on the second round as well. That gap can close real quick.
Yeah, and I think you hope FaZe has done their research and had the conversation, because if we talked how rough some of the Complexity CT sides were, but the one thing we've seen out of both of them has been the crazy, unrelenting aggression. They push a lot. Grim in towards the long cave frequently. Sixy is going to be pushing middle and catwalk frequently, and now lower to disrupt this attack, and there's the push from Grim. Just as I talk about the aggression, it's got 2 kills for Complexity, and Sixy's got close, fast flank and boxed them in.
Here goes Elish, but the smoke is out to protect Halzerk. Sixy just running into the tunnels. Elish is going to turn for that headshot without issue. So that kill equalizes it in a 2v2, and then Elish moves off towards Car. They're actually going to double up together. And we got Grim coming through the tunnels now.
Broky's dead if he doesn't turn.
They've got to move quite quickly. Grim giving them information with that weapon switch out to the Galil. But Halzerk's going to try and peek in time with him, but Brokey hits that headshot despite the low HP, and Halzerk unable to connect his shot with no kid on his back. Time is running thin. He's still got a very difficult clutch ahead of him, but he's got both kills. Straight to the defuse. They give him an opportunity, and there's no world in which we thought Halzerk was going to pull that off, but he gets his chance, and he nails it.
Oh, man, he's playing really well. Had a pair of important scout kills, remember, in the first half as well to help Complexity win a low buy. He's just done it again now with the clutch.
So far with the squad is like the one with the backbone, the one with the any comebacks possible mentality. It has been rough, and Sixy, he tries to get away with this a lot. We've seen him throughout all of the CT sides of Dust 2 with some aggression up through short. It's a move he loves to go for, and it hasn't worked here for Complexity in this round. FaZe, oh, I love it, Halzerk gets the knife. Brain sat down. Halzerk now with nades in his hands. Eventually gets taken out by Brook.
I don't know why he didn't think anyone would be on catwalk after all of his teammates died.
Maybe he's just too excited with the knife kill.
Yeah, the knife is cool. Worth it. Oh, damn. Okay, well, if Nyx is going to be doing that to Elish, that's a rough day for old mate Johnny. Johnny Jabs.
Yeah, Complexity's like, hey, look at our new friends, Elish.
This is yeah. 12-5, so well done from FaZe to fight back into it. Plenty of money on Complexity, so much so that Nyx is going for a 1v2 with 15 HP. Might be just thinking, I might be able to ninja this. Here's the footstep.
Peek out from Nyx, and Brokey will break him. So that's the first step.
Oh, bald people suck.
You can say that.
I could say that.
Apart from you, though, Jason. You're awesome.
You can't say that. No.
Well, very good start. It's a fantastic opening move. So, FaZe, they've got that to work with in lower. The peek down from short, not exactly going to plan here for Complexity, and nor does that B tunnels push.
These are the pushes that gave G2 such a rough time on Dust 2 yesterday. These kinds of aggressive plays, walking through smokes and upper, all the way into overtime, but at least they've negated it early on. Good push from Elish out of the flashbang.
Yeah, great flash as well from Frozen. Grim stood no chance.
Halzerk could make this interesting with how he's playing.
Nice shot, though. Gotta land that one. At least he keeps his life. He gets back into the site. He's going to peek out. Leash is going to go down here. No problem for Halzerk. He's got the read on the tunnel play, but it's JT that's taken him. And so, yeah, you're right. He can make it exciting, but 10 seconds. Bomb's going down over on A. But that kill to clear out Brokey opens up a 2v2.
All right, you got a long route. Frozen is perhaps the first thorn in your side. Next would be Kerrigan, who's got a deep angle, peering straight down. Going to be hard to win this 2v2.
But not impossible, as we've seen so far.
And you can't lose the map like this if you're FaZe.
Yeah, Hugh had such an advantage in closing this one. They switch out to rifles instead. Time is starting to tick. Halzerk's already up on the bomb site. JT surely goes down to Kerrigan here. Kerrigan sends the bullets forward, connects the headshot. Can't stop Halzerk, but the time will. There's not enough of it to get to that defuse, and so Halzerk's going to run away. They make it real close. They make it dirty towards the end, but it's still around for FaZe. You know, I can respect it as long as you bring it back to overtime, which we did see FaZe do previously.
But also, don't let them get close. Like you've done such good work this whole time. Don't let it slip out of your control now. Just put them out of their misery. Grim blinded. Oh, and Rain does survive. Very low on HP. Who knows how useful he'll be for the rest of the round? But around this smoke, if Sixy's not aware of the possibility, there's the transfer, and he's got it. Halzerk and Sixy with the openings. FaZe try and force the issue.
All right, surely this is where Complexity close out the map. A 5v3 to round it out. Can't drop the ball here. Carrigan makes his way through middle. Realizes how much pressure's on his shoulders to make a play work here, but look at Grim. Round the back, on the flank. Halzerk's got the pick. Grim's got the flank. It's all Elige, and Grim will close out for Complexity. 13-7 on the opening map. The first map of play between Complexity and FaZe is a blowout in favor of Gold.
And Grim takes down Elige for that final kill. Chef's kiss.
Maybe Shadow Daggers. What the fuck is this? Nah, man. Yes, sir. That's my style.
But yeah, a chance to complete this Cinderella run that you can't really mess with considering the teams they've beat. We've touched on it a number of times, but in case you're just tuning in, beat Falcons on the first day, beat FURIA on the second day, lost to G2, but now a chance to beat FaZe, and considering where Complexity was at coming into this event, you can't deny the results that they've gotten so far. Sixy gonna open things up with the dualies through the smoke, and that's Rain hitting the deck and a 5-on-4 for the CTs.
FaZe go for the mid-fight to try and trade it out on Grim. He doesn't want to stick around. He doesn't want to give away his life. Elige having to fight towards a main. So close to a double kill, but Halzerk stands strong. And FaZe are going to drop down through window, and a big kill on JT that opens up the B-bomb site.
Yes, Complexity scrambling now to get into position. Grim going all the way around through CT spawn. Halzerk on 1 HP, and Grim on a flank.
Frozen, though. He's watching it. He's got eyes on it. So Grim's going to have to get involved in that fight. Needs to win it quickly and doesn't win it at all. Carrigan waits for the smoke push, and FaZe collect the pistol with 3 up. Despite actually losing the initial player. Doesn't realize it, but he was very close to being in an unfavorable fight there against the AWP. A split being set up through the camera. They will run, and right into Nyx they will go. Sixy waiting for his peak to try and trade it back. He was so close to getting a double kill, but Elige wins the important fight.
Yeah, great transfer from Elige with that Galil. No head armor, I think, on Sixy as well, so made it ultra easy. Nice crunch for FaZe. No resistance in middle, and they take complete advantage of the fact. Creeping and crawling in. Nyx and Sixy, attention on A main, replenishing the smoke, and just got beat by timing. So the other 3 players...
See, that's why I love Counter-Strike, man.
It is so ludicrous.
Couldn't get away with that anywhere else.
So
Might not get away with it here.
I appreciate it so much. Oh, he's getting away with it.
Oh, he does.
All right, Grim. Oh, spotted the shoulder. Good. Jiggle peek pre-fire. Frozen goes down. Nice smoke over towards Dark. JT punishes Carrigan, trying to take advantage of the aggression. And quickly, Complexity have a 5-on-3. This is one way to get started.
And that smoke, he can peek on the left side of. Just making sure no one's got into it. Clear it with a grenade, and now with 45 seconds left. They're still waiting for that final thrust. They still have nades in the back pockets. Here goes Nyx again. Reposition on top of the fountain, gets the fight he's looking for. Does damage on the Rain, but doesn't take him away. It's Sixy's job to do that, and then Brokey trades him. So 30 seconds. FaZe have done a decent job at fighting their way into a winnable situation.
Or at least make it costly, right? They've got the openings to move into the bomb site. Elige can certainly win this round. Him and Brokey together can win it, but at the very least, 1 or 2 more kills, and you've done a great job.
Elige getting up towards heaven. JT coming out of the storage, and Elige not the cleanest fight, but still wins it. So 2v2 because of it. 10 bullets left in the M4. Goes to the fight against Grim, but now running out of ammo. Last bullet to the head. holzr going for the quick shot, but time's ticking. Grenade could be good enough to drop Elige, but the box protects him. And so now holzr's doing it all on the USP. He's got the pick on Elige and the second as well. The USP gets the job done for holzr.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to find the bomb in time.
Beautiful. Norwegian teabag. They're known for their teas. Nice and soft.
I love it.
A nutty flavor on the front.
No hands.
Yeah, it's great. Ooh.
Oh, that is a perfect little play from Frozen.
Actually,
Disrupt the smoke, get the headshot. JT trades it. Nick's going aggressive out of A main, and suddenly Complexity flip it back to look much better for them. FaZe only have 2 remaining members at the 45-second mark of this round, and Brokey nearly going down as well, 10 HP.
Ooh, you missed the timing on Elige, though. Okay, good drop,
Yeah.
because Elige was getting really close along that left wall, and you would have never seen that peek coming.
But it's that duo again. Elige and Brokey trying to pull this round back. Less time to work with, and certainly less options.
Yeah, less space. Both of them in middle. Needed that pick if you were going to create something off of it. Nice attempt from Elige, but it might be time to just back off and save. No money on Elige, so he can't rebuy. There's money for a drop on Rain if they really want to go for it, but I think here, no need to risk it. And for Sixy, you too. Economy's not set, but he's going to take the guns away either way. Finds Elige, Sixy and Grim cleaning it up, and that's 2 now for Complexity. holzr posted up in middle, the lone defender here. JT looking for any fast plays in canals, and he's found it around the edge of the smoke. Kerrigan not ready for the fight. Kerrigan running around an edge of the smoke, and JT playing around the edge of a smoke.
It's fun to watch at the moment, just how active they are on the CT side.
Stylistically, they brought it into every single map, but it makes sense why Anubis would kind of be their second priority after Train, because it sort of lends itself to this aggression. This aggression is kind of required to make sure the CTs are keeping information and keeping track of the movements of the T side.
The peek in the middle for Grim. Oh, instant headshot on Brokey. Elige trades it out, but 40 seconds. And they're going to drop down and try and relocate over towards the A bomb site.
Yeah, and actually the death cam information that he got, even though it's so quick because of the headshot, is selling them a dream, a false bill of goods. He saw them drop down, so he's calling out potentially canals. Hits coming in towards the A bomb site. Nick's playing an off angle. Oh, damn. Had to hit that shot in the open.
Gets away with it, and holzr had the quick rotation back from camera. Ray quick heads down the stairs into the water just outside of A main. JT, here we go. Another little aggressive maneuver from JT.
Yeah, but they haven't pushed it yet, so this is new. Good kill on the Knicks, but Sixy, you know he's going to be aggressive in tandem.
Yeah, he's going to plug the gap as well. JT's aggression catches Brokey. Elige, oh, so low in health, but still such an important kill to grab here. If Sixy gets a follow-up and we're looking at a 4v2 for Complexity with Sixy in a position to stay alive, then we're looking at a really rough turnaround here for FaZe. It's still tough, but at least doable at the moment.
Well, this round is going to slow down. It's going to be, you could see Elige and Kerrigan walking all the way back, so looks like they might want to attempt to the B bomb site, but with that piece of aggression, again, Complexity just never sitting still. Back to the A bomb site. Early flashbang in towards A main. Actually, it's all a fake. Elige with low HP is going to try and move up canals through dark. But if holzr and Grim don't see anything, JT's going to kind of know what's coming, and another smoke is just brutal. Well-timed piece of utility.
JT, look at that aggression again. Timing's perfect. Elige goes down with the bomb as well, and this is now Kerrigan having to go back, and he has no time really to do much with this. Even if he gets the bomb immediately and sprints to A, there is still a player there, and holzr could have delayed. But JT, you're right, Jason, he has a star player.
I know, it's weird. I mean, he just was unkillable that round. 4 individual fights, he wins all of them.
FaZe have had enough. They're like, we're going to get JT this round. They start playing, sending a lot of players through the dark smoke, trying to get up through, but JT's playing at the back of the obelisk. His teammate's gone, though. JT's low in HP, and this might work out for FaZe. They've got many members populating this B bomb site. JT gets one more. before he goes down, and that gives his team a shot at this.
Yeah, they have to wait for the smoke to fade, though. You cannot pressure this. You cannot push it. You know they've got pistols as well. You don't want to go through a smoke against the Tech 9. Now you've got the opportunity. Flashbang is out, and Elige, good movement. Doesn't even turn from the flashbang. Another smoke comes in, and one more Tech 9 kill.
Elige just doing what he can, and it dies to that. Nyx jumping through the sky. Lands the headshot onto Elige. Now Holzer getting closer. This time going to be cast away by Frozen, who's waiting at the back of the site. Nyx doesn't have the info on Carrigan. He was never spotted. And so Carrigan closes the 1v1.
Yeah, you're right. All that damage on JT at the start had a huge impact. He had to play it very passively, and Grim not get anything done.
Exchange of utility between Carrigan and JT.
You can tell this is a pretty critical battle coming up. JT doesn't really know it yet, so he's got to be careful about his mag. They might just go on the reload.
Yeah, well, they start to move forward on it.
It's a pinch to the B-bomb site.
Here they come straight in towards Connector. It gets the dink at least, even though it wasn't the most ideal situation. But Rain taking Carrigan down, but also finding Grim in that safe movement. Oh, Holzer gets away with it. The no-scope. He recovers the rifle in time, and then Frozen sinks 2 on the AK. Yeah, that's not bad from Frozen. And Nyx stepping up to the plate this time, looking for that 6th round. He's got the first headshot, but with that smoke popping up, there's no way.
Yeah, it's time to save here. The only chance you had is if you stepped in front of the smoke, but now that you've stepped back, you've taken yourself out of the fight, and it's not worth it because you got no money.
Ooh, Rain, he's got the read. He knows they're coming. He sees them. And first goes down. He realizes Grim couldn't have got there that quickly. If he was the stairs player, there must be a second. And so he's just staying focused on that extra flank. In the meantime, Nyx getting one. He actually won the fight against Rain. Holzer's gone back. Elige is caught, and we've got a 2v3 all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah, but they've got no utility. Or they do have a little bit. Smoke, Molotov, 1 kit on Nyx as well, but you need this kill, and it's not there. So now Nyx, there's no saving in this round. You're going to go for it. 1v3. You've got no chance.
He goes past, missed shot from Brokey. Great headshot on Frozen. But FaZe will take a moment to breathe and hide because they
can't
just
lose
that
this
clock.
if you're FaZe.
Yeah, they won't. They won't give him a chance. Carrigan's hiding in camera. There is zero reason for him to peek right now, and Brokey is going to make sure it's 7 for FaZe on the T side. It's going to be quick into the B-bomb site, coming in from multiple sides. Frozen and Carrigan looking to combine together. A bait and switch setup. Frozen taking the first contact, and they're still going to check for Carrigan. He still lands his headshot.
Need to get that bomb planted. Flank. Oh, no, you don't. Flank is coming in. Now they just want to fight it. Okay, Grim, you got to wrap around this smoke. Carrigan's found the escape route is available. To the A-bomb site we go. Brokey and Elige in a foot race with Nyx and Grim.
And Grim's got the head start. He's sprinting. He's going to have plenty of time in the bomb site before they arrive. Elige is just getting his feet wet, charging through the water, trying to get here, but decides to shift. This is going to give perfect time here for Grim to get the bomb down and start getting eyes on this A main play.
They're so split, though. Brokey struck around at B in case they were doing a fake, in case they came right back. So now Elige has to wait patiently for him to arrive, both flanking from A main.
He realizes time is of the essence, though, so he starts creating space, seeing if he can get a fight to go his way. He's got info on the last 2 players, but now Brokey making noise. They know exactly where he is, but he just has to force fights and hope for a miracle, and it isn't going to happen. Grim closes with the headshot. Complexity kick off the second half with a pistol round win.
Yeah, nice awareness for Complexity. Once they thought that they cleared out some kind of a celebration, Jason Lake will send the card details. The company, he's like, put it on the company. They've done well.
Must be great having Donk, though. All he wants to celebrate with is a Happy Meal. So, you know, it's
true.
Pretty cheap.
It's a good point.
Here comes Holzerk out of connector. Okay, that is quick.
And quiet.
Yeah, quick and quiet.
There's no indication. There wasn't even like an initial instant smoke in dark to like give the indication that Complexity was going to scale fast. It's just like, okay, free round, we win. Save for FaZe. Not enough.
Yeah, because they don't have anything to fall back on, and if you threw everything at this, you throw all your money away. Yeah, you're giving Complexity the ideal start.
It's not the time in the half to risk your entire economy, is it?
No, it was a camouflage mouse, Jason. It was a bad joke.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, you know, someone out there got it, and I'm glad if I slightly made you smile.
That's where the bar is set.
Yeah.
I don't know how JT's won that. Kerrigan, it looked like he had about a 6 bullet
Dude,
lead
I love
on
how they're getting that fight both halves. You know, we're just seeing JT own him. And Elige Big swing out. Frozen's making sure that FaZe stay in this one, and 3v3 thanks to Grim, and he's going to apply pressure around that obelisk. Frozen, barrel spotted, and is still able to come out on top of the fight, but the bomb is going into A.
Yeah, it was a fake, so Grim's trying to force a fight as fast as possible to try and keep FaZe sold on the B bomb site. Nyx and Halzork to clutch, and Nyx is going to test this. He's sitting in it? I thought he would go all the way through.
Here he comes. After there's no dude. You'd go on the reload, but he doesn't feel like that's the move he wants right now, so he stays inside. Nade damage onto Frozen's keeping him back regardless. Nyx is just going to play on the fade of the smoke, and that works too, I guess. He's going into his heaven now. Have FaZe are on panic mode because they realize that Nyx is here on camera and he's buying time, he's delaying, he's distracting. Brokey has to go and clear him. Halzork hears the tap, goes into the open, takes Rain down, and time is gone. Not enough of it left. Complexity head to 9 rounds and FaZe can't catch a break.
To that, was that Molly on the bomb from Nyx? They've left mid wide open for quite some time, so Frozen's really nervous. But it leaves Kerrigan alone at the B bomb site to handle everything. Main is still smoked off, but not for long. Sixy and Halzork the challenge middle. Oh, beautiful shot. Can't find the follow-up. Didn't expect a second. Which is fair play. Why would you?
Here comes Leash to peek into Halzork. And Complexity stay ahead on the player count with 45 seconds left in the round. The bomb is positioning outside of B currently. We've got Kerrigan as the sole B defender.
And you kind of know information. Halzork calls out one temple. You know, one is likely the A defender. You still see him alive. That smoke and temple puts so much pressure on Rain and on the A bomb site that they're so concerned.
Look how uncomfortable Kerrigan is right now. He's got to fight Connector. He's got to fight inside of the site. And he does so much. He even gets the dink on Grim. A one-man army giving FaZe a shot, but Rain goes looking mid. And Halzork had already got deeper than he anticipated, so at least Frozen 1v2. Silent drop, gets close to the site. 14 seconds left to get that bomb planted. They're applying pressure, realizing this is the position Frozen must have gone to, and it's the double for Frozen. Kerrigan's heavy lifting finished off by Frozen, and FaZe have an extra round. They're just going to try and split B early here, Complexity. Keep it as simple. Fantastic flashbang from Halzork. Frozen's going to go down easily to the hand of Grim. But once again, it's Kerrigan trying to do some impact towards the back of the site, but it's only one kill this time. Not enough to delay, and really FaZe Clan not in the best position. Locked out. You've still got to try and get through Nyx inside of Con, and that's Elijah's job. And as soon as he goes for the peak, 60 this time's in front of his face. And for FaZe, there's no money left, so it's such a tough situation again.
60 ain't scared of any fight in this game.
Nothing.
He's coming for everything. He's coming for you each and every time. Nasty little flank from Halzork is going to prevent some weapons from being saved, you'd imagine. Heading into the A bomb site, he doesn't realize they're still both over in Temple, so might miss the fact to not be able to take any weapons away. Rain and Brokey. FaZe has just kind of backed off of defense there, playing it passive towards A main. Almost
now they realize.
Yeah, almost cheating some rotations in case B is under pressure. JT spots Elijah up top, but they don't need to commit. He backs off. He tells Nyx, you don't need to go.
Done. Look how many players have drifted over towards A from this defense. If they decide to go back, and Nyx has committed, he's died, but there's no one following up. Sixy's going through mid, spots the head of Frozen, but a little bit too late. And Complexity going for the B finish as they rapidly race to try and get back and help Kerrigan. Once again, it must be Kerrigan to deliver a big hold from the same position. And there's the first kill. He gets the AK. Frozen's arrived just in time to protect him. And so this round, it looked like it was going to be a perfect timing for Complexity to walk through, and they end up not getting a single kill.
Yeah, that's fantastic for FaZe. Set themselves up nicely, and money's busted now on the Complexity side of things.
No one picking up early information on this. The closest player to the area is Brokey, and he's all the way back at camera. He's about to find out that Sixy's coming for him. Flash in, Brokey taking damage on board. Sixy completely blinded, but he creates the space, and the pressure's on. Rain didn't get spotted though. Rain did not get spotted, and so his position's still strong. He denies that plant, gets back, couldn't get a second player. So traded eventually by the MAC-10. Frozen leaping through the water, trying to get back in time, and Alicia's at storage. Kerrigan waits as he comes through mid. But this fight is so important for Frozen, and against a MAC-10, at that kind of range, Nyx would not be favored, but he's still going for it.
I can't believe it.
He went for the repeak.
That's ill-advised, playing with maybe too much confidence. What a shot from Grim, and now he's secured a very strong position.
Yeah, this is huge. Now Grim can double up with JT, and Kerrigan's got to get past it. JT still at heaven, still fragging, and Frozen with a 1v2. It's going to be tough to even think about this with the time ticking, how many players you've got to clear out of heaven, and JT just wins the straight-up fight. Complexity grab 11 rounds and another step in the direction. Well, Brokey in middle is going to come off the angle.
On top of everything, we've heard Kerrigan say basics are in the bin for FaZe. Well, for Complexity, they're on point. Oh, missed shot. Brokey didn't want to swing out wide enough. No way.
He gets away with that shot. That's a classic Brokey play. 6-0 blasted away. Here's JT. About to come through into connector. Kerrigan's loving the front of this pillar.
He's baited by the footsteps as well. Heard the jumping in the bomb site. Awkward fight for Grim. A little bit flustered for Complexity. And they needed to do damage in this round. They absolutely needed to get kills at the very least. They've got no funds. And once again, FaZe with a clean victory.
Or they win 12 here.
Or they win 12 here. That's a good point. That is the other side of the coin.
And you throw that coin up into the air and you watch as it twists and turns and lands face up here inside of the B bomb site. It's frozen. Oh no, 60 ran out of bullets, and so Elish gets away with it, but he's under pressure from multiple sides, and MongolZ just bursts in.
They haven't killed Kerrigan. They need to be aware he's still alive and over in dark.
Oh, they know that he's been the nuisance over in this area of the map, so that's going to be running through their minds. So they see Kerrigan still alive on the server. They're going to go and check him. MongolZ running in. Kerrigan falls. And Complexity, they roll the dice and they land on the B bomb site. Brokey and Rain now in a situation where they're close enough to the bomb site, but they just feel like it's hard to get in.
They're going for it.
Brokey's going to change his position and try and join up with Rain coming in from CT side, but as soon as Rain goes forward, that flash lands right in his face.
It's over now. You got to back off. Rain doesn't have the HP. That's the round one for Complexity.
Oh, that's huge.
You nailed it. They got 12. They've realigned outside of A main, but they still have the option to fall back in towards dark and canals if they want it. And FaZe have a very good read of this situation.
Elish 1-for-1, gets a follow-up and second kill, backs away, 3 HP, 60 still waiting in the middle, but will he get the perfect timing? He's gonna go fight Frozen. He's gonna fight Frozen, he's gonna win that fight now, and that bomb making its way back, final 30 seconds, trying to get into B, and once again, it's Kerrigan alone inside of the B site.
And he's been excellent in these situations. He's trying to do it again, but he can't this time. Too many angles. Good flank from 60.
He's got to feel like he's just being pulled limb from limb.
Playoffs on the line for Complexity.
FaZe are trying to come back into this. 2 versus 3. Elish, one of the members alive, but he's only got 3 health left. Complexity dig deep. This is their best chance for qualification into the playoffs over their former player, over their former star, and he's still fighting forward, ripping apart 60. Grim waits inside of dark, sees the barrel, MongolZ denies, and it is only Elish that can deny it now.
Damn.
And he switches out to the A4, he gets on that defuse. MongolZ, will he buy it? Will he peek it? He absolutely will. Complexity defeat FaZe Clan. They defeat Elish to qualify into the playoffs here in Bucharest. And this FaZe Clan squad are realizing this new roster brings new complexities.